Hi, this is Alyssa. We are now at the Steel Yard on 27 Sims Ave, and I'm going to introduce you to Chris, and he's the events manager here at the Steel Yard. Chris?
Am I good to go? Hello, Gallery Night Providence. This is Chris. So welcome. I work at the Steel Yard. We're an industrial arts center right here in Providence, Rhode Island, and today I was going to walk you through our studios. Rock on. So we're attached, right? So we got some distance.
Yes.
Awesome. So one of the big improvements we made when we did a big capital campaign and construction on the site was we created a bridge, an ADA accessible bridge, and a lobby. So this is the first time that we're just going to walk around here to the studio entrance. So here at this Steel Yard, we teach courses in the industrial arts, like ceramics, blacksmithing, jewelry, welding, and in addition to running courses, we're also a manufacturer of public art. So we create, design, and install functional pieces of art all over the country, including beautiful signs like our studio entrance, which this thing lights up now, which nighttime we flick it on. The whole bridge will light up. This is a really great example of what public art can do. One of our public projects artists actually designed this, and then we built it here and installed it. So we have bits and pieces of our own artwork installed throughout the Steel Yard. Should I just walk backwards? Does everyone else walk backwards? So as I mentioned before, as an industrial shop and a community industrial shop, we thought having a welcome center and a community lobby would be very important. But part of reopening due to COVID means that we had to take a lot of important measures to ensure the safety of the community before we welcome them back in. So right now that we're not running our public educational courses, we are slowly introducing programs. The one program running tonight is called Open Studios, where people have studio access where they can bring in their own materials and work on their work. So we'll see who's actually here working on their stuff today. But when you come to the Steel Yard, you just sign in, sanitize those hands, and safety first. So if you want to grab some goggles, I know, tough stuff. So, safety first. We all set? Let's go. All right. After you've come through the lobby, you enter the studios, where sometimes there are dogs. We're a very pet-friendly area. This is Rowdy. He is our studio assistant, Michelle's pup. So this is Michelle. Her and Ben Filchak. They make sure that all of the tools, all of the equipment, and the studio is up and running, so all of the artists who can be here can focus on making work. Right here, you have our ceramics studio. So in addition to teaching courses, we actually offer a residency program for artists working in ceramics and metals. These bays right here are the specific booths that our residents, who are sometimes a year long worth of actual studio time that they work out of, but then this is the shared community space that everyone kind of shares the tools and equipment. Pretty cool, right? All right, so we're going to keep on walking. As I mentioned, we did a major construction, and one of the big goals was to make the studio more ADA accessible. This is a big ramp that we installed that leads to our main office, the public restrooms, and you can see that public projects had a hand in the construction of a lot of these objects as well. One cool program that's happening this week is we're running a summer camp program for youth. This week we've had 4 participants doing Camp Copperhead. So it's a week long where they get to focus specifically on jewelry making. The students are about 15 to 18 years old, and they've been having a blast. Which leads us to our new and improved jewelry studio. One of the big issues before we went under construction was our jewelry studio was kind of tucked in the corner, and it was kind of hidden, and there wasn't that much space. So one of the big things about expanding this program was ensuring that we had enough room for benches, all of the equipment, enameling kilns, you name it. We were able to expand the program. So, pretty cool. And when we reopened, one of the big things where we were like, we need vegetation, we need plants. And so we did, one of our first events that we held was called Plant Day, or Planting the Yard. And so community members all over the state brought in plants that are being taken care of and loved here. Cool. Now let's head to the metal shop. This is where we do all of our fabrication, our welding, our grinding, you name it, it's done here. This is actually this area that it's a little tricky, but I don't want to trip if I'm walking backwards. But what you can see here is an entire educational center that we do plasma cutting, etc. Walking by a fan. Here are these super cool welding boots. So if you've ever seen welding before, you know that it actually emits a very bright and dangerous light. So one of the important things while working is not only wearing the proper eye and like clothing protection, but actually working within these spaces protects other folks in the area, that you can see that there's somebody in there working, but not necessarily the light will be damaging to your eyes. Oh, I think somebody's working. So, tucked right in this corner is our blacksmithing shop. So we have a double coal forge, we have gas forges, anvils, hammers, you name it. And right here is one of the best yardies in the world, Mark Orabello, who has no idea that I'm doing this, and I don't think has any idea that I was in here. Hi, Mark. How you doing? Pretty good. I'm here with Gallery Night Providence doing a tour, so they're Facebook Living us all over the world, showing people what we do. What are you doing? Whoa! So you made this through blacksmithing, correct?
Blacksmithing and a little bit of welding, yep. I tend to cross the borders here, so.
And you're Mark, you're an instructor, a volunteer, event person, you've done it all here, right?
I even, yeah, at one point I think I cleaned the bathroom at one too, so, yeah.
Well, this is the blacksmithing shop if you want to get a kind of a full breath of it. Thank you. I'm glad somebody's here. Cool. What do you got for us? Yeah, I think we got 2 minutes, so this might be a great way to finish up. So, honestly, thank you everyone for joining us for Gallery Night Providence. We're looking forward to doing this again next month with another 10 minutes where we might lean into more specifically an area or a department. But if you want to check out what Mark's doing before we sign off.
I'm going to jump right over to those hooks.
All right. You're going to be famous, Mark. Famous. And that doesn't burn at all.
You only pick it up when it's hot once or 30 or 40 times.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at contact@thesteelyard.org or just give us a call.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Chris. And now, Kelly, back to you.